What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we have a Spider-Man drawing, Venomized Spider-Man. So this is a comic book cover. It looks like Spider-Man, symbiote Spider-Man, I think is what it's called. So it's Spider-Man kind of hunched over, shoulders kind of rolled forward, head down, and all this black venom taking him over. So it's kind of like the classic Venomized Spider-Man, just sort of black and stuff. So, and kind of half venom, half normal, right? So I'm on a landscape page, use a pencil and eraser. For these, sketch them out lightly and hit pause if I go too fast when I move my hand, right? So I like to start with Spider-Man's eyes, okay? So center point of my page is about here, and I'd say that's where we're going to start roughly with the eyes, right? So we'll start on the left-hand side with Spider-Man's sort of, we'll just start kind of, I'm going to put a point. We're going to start there, right? And this is going to go up and around. Real big curve, right? And it kind of like curves up a little bit there. So this is like comic book Spider-Man eyes. So they're kind of bigger than, say, from the movies. So this then goes down around here and into that point like so. So different kind of style eye, right? Real big and long like that. And then the white of his eye goes around inside. You kind of just go around that shape again. And kind of up to there. Somewhere up to here. And then you go back down. Like so. So now we're going to give him the venomized eye, okay? And there's no sort of black edge. It's just sort of symbiote material around the eye, right? So, and it's kind of smooth. It's not like Venom's eye. That's all sort of bumpy and stuff. So it'll start just across from this with your point about there. And then we will go. That's kind of bigger. It's kind of like a bigger, longer eye. Up to there, right? See, it's slightly taller than this side. And then we'll go around again. Now, if you want to do it like bumpy and like more sort of crazy looking, you can. Down to here. So we'll get in the shape for the face and the body, and then we'll add all the details, right? So his chin, just below here, right? So we'll go a relatively square chin. So we'll just go across like this. Because his head is kind of tilted forward. It's like he's bowing forward. It's like he's about to jump at us or something. Right? And then the jaw goes up this way. This is why I like doing the eyes first, because you can like figure out, you know, you have something to go around. Where's my picture gone? Sorry, I lost my image. So, and then this goes out that way. Of course, if you wanted to draw the head first, you could. I mean, if you're good at that kind of thing. And then we will bring this up the side. Up to about the top of the eyes. This side can be like a little bit bumpy because there might be like some symbiote material sticking off. There will be loads of sort of tentacles and stuff coming off this side. And a little bit on this side as well because it's kind of taking him over. But we'll just go around now for the top of the head. Roughly speaking. Like this, right? So we'll just get our main shapes in. This is all black on this side, so don't worry too much if your lines are a bit messy on that side, because we can hide it in the symbiote ooze. Okay. So we just get the shape for his body in, then we'll worry about the details. So like his neck, he's hunched over, right? So his neck is real high up. So his trapezius kind of comes down this way. And his trapezius will go down this side here as well. Down like that. So the shoulder kind of bumps out here. So we got like big shoulder muscle. He's like a very strong looking Spider-Man, right? So shoulder there. And like another sort of bump for the shoulder around this way. And if you want, you can have like shoulder muscle lines inside. Bicep sticks out here, down like so. Tricep, it's gonna like be about here and down this way. Right, and you can have like extra muscle sort of lines for his tricep and stuff. Drawn in. Maybe his forearm sort of comes that way. You know, lots of sort of striations for the muscles and stuff. And we'll go over this side as well. So big sort of basketball type shoulder muscle. So it comes around the inside there. And again, deltoid, like you don't, we'll see webbing on this, but I'll just draw it in just so we sort of have an idea that this is sort of shoulder. I always think like a basketball or something. And then his bicep again comes in this way. And then tricep sticks out. Goes in here, like so. And then kind of, it's kind of separated into this blue and red, but we'll do what we do. We can see like some forearm here. And maybe again, some like muscle stuff and bicep kind of going up into the shoulder there. Right, so like the center line for his chest to be about here. And then like collarbones going this way. Collarbones always go towards your shoulder, just up here. You know, even if they're really muscly characters. And then we may have like neck muscles just coming down this way. And maybe some like trapezius kind of hatching kind of lines. Neck muscles coming down here. And there. Right, so chest muscle will come across sort of this way. You know, you could have sort of lines like this. Right, and then like abs and stuff. Going down that way. You don't need to draw in much now because it's kind of covered with symbiote material and all that kind of thing, right? So that's our main anatomy, right? So that's the shape we're kind of working with. So now on the face, we can see lots of this ooze and stuff coming down. So we're going to like split the mask, not like totally in half, but it'll go like, you know, sort of this kind of stuff. Right, and all this sort of ooze. Some stuff coming up here. And there'll be like some red holes, right? So like, actually you'll see some red mask inside here. Put all these texture lines around the eye. All this kind of stuff. And maybe like some frowning sort of lines here. Just where his nose might be. And then some more gaps in the symbiote stuff underneath the mask, because it's like trying to take over. It's like we're seeing the transformation sort of halfway. So this is all textured. Kind of like this. And then, so as well, sort of on his trapezius and stuff. So we'll have, say, some ooze kind of coming off his skin. So we'll go like, say, yeah. So we'll go like here. And if, like, to make it look like it's coming right off, we'll just like, say like here, you can erase there, so it'll look like it's all part of the one thing. So I'll show you now what I mean. Kind of like that. So where it joins sort of his flesh, you know, and then we'll keep adding these now. And they kind of like whip around like this kind of thing, you know. And they'll have like inner lines. It might get quite thin. Going behind its back here. So like all these kind of veins and stuff will sort of be on his arms and going down his arms here. And then you just keep adding all this sort of ooze and stuff coming off. As much as you'd like, really. Maybe some like circles of it like floating up. Do 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 do. Like twist in behind that one, you know. So lots of this sort of texture, bump it over his skin. You can do as much as you want, really. There, and then Maybe we should see some of his leg actually, because if he's sitting, so like his thigh kind of there, and then roughly same kind of thing. Okay, so, and there's some more sort of over here. So we'll do a little bit over here. Coming across the body. If you go over any of his lines for his anatomy, you could just erase those. Okay, so we have the same type of thing happening on his chest, right? Coming across the chest here. So like these sort of oozing kind of lines. You can kind of make this up. You don't have to. Gaps in it and stuff. Let's go all across his chest. And like it kind of just bumps down his skin here across his stomach. Like there. And this will go like around off his arm. So you could do this whatever way you want. I'm just sort of copying the picture. Right, and then there's all these holes and sort of to make it look stringy, you kind of add these circles, and inside there would be red and be black around it. So it's kind of just like a quick way of doing. So say like if you wanted that to be red and this black, so like a gap here, and then maybe like another sort of piece of ooze coming around that. So that'll all be black. And maybe like another. Line that way. Maybe some coming off his leg as well. Right. Right, and then of course we have the big white spider in here, right? So we got these two sharp fangs at the top of his chest here. And then this will go down like so. And then the head kind of comes across there. And then, so it's all white, right? So the head is kind of here, but the legs seem to all come out from the main part and the big round part down here. So we have a leg coming out here, real big now, and it goes behind his shoulder kind of here. So there's another sort of section for shoulder muscle there. And then we'll bring it out, down, in to the body. There's one, many four. So this comes out, up to a spike, down like so. Then you do the next one. This is the kind of shape we're dealing with. And then, so white, white, and then black. They kind of get smaller as they go down. Right, and then this curves around here. And this will go over the gaps, right? So it won't be white inside there. So you got to do that with the legs as well. So then, like say, same sort of thing, right? So here, so we've got like a big leg going that way. It's kind of like, so goes up here, then it goes down. So there. So off up that way. And the next leg up here to a spike. So you're kind of imagining it underneath, you know. So if that's white, so that's black. And then white up that way, that way, there, so. Okay, and then so Spider-Man has like a blue section, so that comes down just beside his body here and on his shoulder, so just under here, and it comes down his arm this way. There's this blue inside here, and then we have webbing on him, so we'll go up to the mask, right, and we'll go, so say here, coming up, say the middle, we've got a line for webbing. Middle of his face, and then another one sort of here, there, and then one coming out from the side of his mask there. So let's see some more there, and then we have the cross webs, so they go across here. This one will go down his face. This way. There. Like so, and you might see some more maybe in here, but not much. And then there's all webbing along this, right? So easiest way to do this, so say on the shoulder. Kind of just crisscrosses, it looks like. So one sort of comes down his shoulder here, and we'll just jump over this kind of stuff. So it goes that way, across his shoulder and up towards the neck, underneath all this symbiotic ooze, right? It seems to just come down his bicep that way, his tricep. And then we have another one coming down the tricep here. And then this one goes around up to the neck this way. And like all this symbiotic ooze will be colored black anyway, so if you want to like draw straight through it, you can. I'm just trying to make it easier for myself later when I'm coloring, so I'm just jumping over. Like there. And then there isn't another, I can't see another one here, but I'm gonna add it anyway, because I think it should be there. That's all black, and then so webbing. Like that, and then down around his neck. Shoulder there. Another one sort of comes across his shoulder here. And there. There. Another one here. And the one under here. And then some coming down his arm. This way. Like that. Right, so that's red, black. So this is all black. So it's kind of confusing with all these lines. But once we color it, so it's blue, blue, black, all this side coming over here, red in there. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Is that easy to follow? Probably not. But okay, I think that's it. I think that's that's as much as I'll add in terms of symbiotic ooze and all that kind of stuff. Maybe some more up here, sorry. It's always tough to know when to stop. Okay, I think that's enough. That is how to draw Venomized Spider-Man. Hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.